I think we've got a long ways to go as well in the industry itself. I think being more inclusive, especially with attracting more women into this industry. Now, I think, at least in BC, women in the skilled trades area make up of less than 4%. They're very overrepresented in the administrative roles in the business and the finance section, but less than 4%. But compare that to some other trades. The electrician trade, women make up 30%. And then in the construction, they're up to about 17 to 20%, yet we're still lagging below 4%, at least here in BC. What do you think industry needs to do or can do to create a better environment where maybe women feel more welcome or want to choose automotive as a career?
That's a great question. We conducted a program or project called Awake in working with Status of Women Canada, and that goes back 2015, if my memory serves me well. And our findings were not the greatest, finding to share with our stakeholders. We don't make a very good environment that's conducive for women to participate in our industry. We have been very much a male-dominated industry that have not made that move forward to make our working environment better and welcoming. It starts from leadership. It starts from supervisors. It starts from how you design your job description, health and safety. It make positive changes that really changes the mindset in the environment in which, women and I would say, also underrepresented group can in fact feel safe and welcome. And I'll start by safe, because some of the findings were simply, this is not about an industry that's not welcoming. This is an environment that is unsafe for women to work in. The sector council that I participated in Quebec had some horrendous statistic that says basically that for every 10 women entering the trade, it was hard pressed to find one remaining, and within a couple of years, they all left. And it went down to, in some cases, to straight harassment in a workplace. Those cannot be tolerated. It starts from leadership. And if you're a shop owner or you're a multi-store operator today, you're going to make a strong statement through your enterprise that any of these behaviors cannot be tolerated. And guess what? I know we're in shortage of labor today, but if your best tech, who's been with you with 20 years, makes it a toxic environment for women to participate in your shop, you're going to have a tough decision, but the right decision to make is to let go of that individual, because if you don't make the example, we're going to continue to have an industry that continues to shrink simply because we're not welcoming to what is now the majority of the workforce. If you think about, visible minority and women, that's where the pool of the future workers of industries are in. And so that's what we need to do.
Right. It's definitely and I think the environment just will change as we transition into electric and autonomous vehicles. The old image of, the greasy wrench kind of that will really just dissipate. It's also the new occupations that we touched on earlier. I think be more welcoming of women. It's just more natural. Women tend to be more about people and relationship, and men are more about things and stuff. But I think that's going to really change, especially the way in the service delivery. I've heard some analogies that the modern service station will be more akin to the Apple store, where you have the Apple genius and someone comes out. I see a lot more of that. So we definitely do have a lot of work to do on that front. But I think we will get there.